Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Beautiful Minds on WurkTV. I'm your host, Rupinder, and today I'm joined by Amrita Roy, actor and filmmaker. And she has assisted in several projects in different under different banners as freelancer, casted for several TV commercials. She's also the winner of Corporate Diva Communication Champion India Excellence Awards, Best Director Award in several international film festivals also. And she has roamed all around the globe, and now she's back in India and to pursue her creative career. Today, she is here with us to discuss certain aspects of her career and her dream projects and everything. Welcome, Amrita. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Pinder, and it's a pleasure and honor.
I really want you to share with us your journey so far, like such wonderful work and such wonderful profile you have. Please go ahead and tell us the whole story from the beginning.
Then the entire I'll try to. Uh, I think the performer we were performing since the age of 3. Uh, I used to dance, and although I have no recollection of it, I heard from my teachers that in that age I got the first. And
Okay.
you know, you are good in studies, top every class, every class, every school, and everything. But when you're good in studies, especially in middle class Indian families, you know, all these things like painting, acting, dancing can be hobbies. You cannot really take them as that strictly a big no. So I went into engineering, and then I got a job in my interview, and I was working in the corporate. Um, that job got me a lot of Australia. But then, at one point of time, I came back, and in all these years, I never lost touch with. I, whenever I was in India, I used to search for chances to intern on film set. I wanted to learn everything that's about acting and filmmaking. It was just fascinating for me, and then I got some film offers when I came back to it. But again, what happens are when singing or afraid of the industry, especially girls and things like that. It took me a very long time to convince myself also to. It was always like, pursuing it on the side. Finally, made a film, and we shot the posters and stuff also. And this was on March 20th March. And you know what happened on 23rd. Uh, so lockdown started, and the film plus the theater shows all over India, everything got cancelled. But then I took a leap of faith and started my own production house. I started it by creating short films. Uh, my friends also theater me, and then it has been a tough journey, but I would say fun. When the film started getting recognition in festivals and OTTs, movies, and now I'm trying to help other young filmmakers to get their films on OTT, get into film festivals and promote it the right, make it the right.
Mm-hmm. So, as like your profile says, you have already won so many awards, and your work is being recognized by different, people. It clearly shows that it must be different from the routine work what we are seeing in movies or something. So, what inspires you to come up with this different kind of a thing? Why didn't you follow like the normal routine of normal Bollywood thing or something, or like the way we have in India, the programming and all that? So why did you choose a different kind of content?
See, I think we all have, and sometimes when I work with various esteemed banners in Mumbai, did a lot of known because I wanted to learn the craft. I wanted to learn what happens in front of the behind the camera. Initially went into that because like you would know a lot of actors do that to play
Mm-hmm.
assist. They know
Yeah.
more.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, See, when the lockdown hit, it was a for any artist, especially for me, who had just jumped into the film career and it got shut down and the theater shows not happening. It was a big blow. So
Mm-hmm.
I felt to express myself, the stories that I wanted to tell, which didn't answer. So and slowly, I think I found my audience and that uh, these stories resonating with a
Hmm.
uh, and I had no idea it would resonate with so many people. So I
Hmm.
think me, and I'll tell you one thing. I have an initiative on mental health. So I've been
Hmm.
working with a lot of people who have been, working on the mental wellness. Themselves have gone through
Hmm.
some-
Hmm.
and whenever I share these films or even a snippet of it or any content from my a lot of people have come to me. They said it brought tears in my eyes, made me feel something, made me cry, made me you know remember something which I had forgotten about. It helped me find my own voice. I think
Hmm.
now more people are coming up, finding this. I think that keeps me
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So your movie also, I was reading in the profile that Within, it's a thriller film on mental health, and it has won several awards, and also like it's a winner of worldwide winner of Six Sigma film competition. So and it was being shot on a phone during the lockdown. Tell us that story too. Like how come like such an award winning movie or shot on the phone?
I during the started making these films on different themes. Every week I used to make one film. Like on Monday I sit with Monday I write it. By Monday I will get. I used to make very short ones, like 3 minute, 4 minute. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
on Friday or Saturday, I'll ask my friends, some of my friends, can you shoot this part or that part? Who
Yeah.
the film, I'm like, just shoot this part and send it to me.
Hmm.
Like majorly, I don't few them.
Mm-hmm.
So and then so Within was made in Kolkata, Bangalore, like three phones have you know footage. So the editor did a great job there to patch these uh, different type of shots into one, and
Cool.
we did festival without expecting anything, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, some of my peers' films were also there, and they had like international crews. They had better cameras. There were a lot of good films in that submission. I know for a fact, and I think all the finalists deserve to win. So when we won, I was like, okay, um, in the story was we not using very high end stuff and everything. There must be something in the story or the way it is told.
Mm-hmm.
Confident. And then we sent it to the Gold Film Festival. It was nominated for the Son of the East Awards also. The kid who worked, she got several as a kid in the film. So it felt really.
That's wonderful. So what are your future plans now? What are you aiming at now?
Uh, there are a lot of there's a lot of truth that I have done. I've shot another mental health film, Joyce and Gupta, who is a known actor. You here is now I've started taking a lot of workshops. See, after the lockdown, for some time I came near my hometown, Darjeeling. And in the northeast there is so much of talent, Right now, you see a lot of Northeast casting, a lot of people coming up, but the industry is not organized. So when I came,
Mm-hmm.
people connected to me and they said we need some guidance on how to, you know, navigate the industry when
Yeah.
Mumbai, in Bangalore, or in India in general, outside in the how to do. So I started a lot of workshops and I'm forming a lot of communities. And I think
Mm-hmm.
um, one aspect which is very important for actors or anyone else is, how they take care of the
Yeah.
journey, the decision to be an artist and the journey of an artist. It's very lot lot of people will not have that faith in you. We as even as an audience, we have a tendency of, unless someone is successful, we really don't follow them. Like
Mm-hmm.
if we see a lot of good actors have a very less following, and the fame and the talent,
Yes.
two
Hmm.
different verticals. So
Yes.
many times they don't get their due. When they are released, they are flopped. Maybe after 10 years, people understand, "Oh, it was a cult film." You take some,
Absolutely.
even Imtiaz Ali's works, Tamasha, even
Hmm.
Jane Bhi Do Yaro. So the talent doesn't equal to the success.
Mm-hmm.
And we hear so many mental health stories from the industry. It's very sad to hear
Mm-hmm.
about. Mm, I'm building communities, and I
Mm-hmm.
really want to encourage people to come forward and come together, especially as artists, because only an artist can understand an artist. This is what I feel. Sometimes our family, friends, mm, how much ever they love us, they really can't understand this journey.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get the support we need, and it's common. So
Mm-hmm.
artists come together in any part of the country, I think
Mm-hmm.
will really help them,
Mm-hmm.
and because a lot of people give up their journey because they can't take it. This struggle, we say na, struggle kar. So they can't take it after a certain point of time because it's hard. It's simply hard. Everyone doesn't have you know backup plan or solid financial backup that, okay, if this
Mm-hmm.
we will sustain. A lot of artists don't. I have seen. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I really want that come together.
Mm-hmm. So, as you were mentioning that, like, of course, it is difficult to convince others, like especially family and people who you are, though they are closer to you, but yet the distance is there. So, same means likewise, many people who are watching you, listening to you, they might also be having such kind of a scenario out there. So, what will you tell them so that they don't feel disappointed? Because the stories are sad stories, actually, but how come, like, even then, many young boys and girls every day they struggle in Mumbai, but they go for their auditions and still they get work for it? Like, from where does this spirit or this enthusiasm come?
I think, I mean, that's why I think artists should stick to it. When you see someone else fighting the same fight with you, uh,
Hmm.
it gives you strength. Uh,
Yes.
because if you call at your home, maybe they will be concerned and they'll say, "Beta ghar aa ja." You know, and if you repeatedly give auditions and you still don't get work, it's not like you are not talented. Simply,
Hmm.
this is a very big misconception. Simply, you don't fit the part.
Hmm.
One fits different parts. You have not been in that audition yet where you fit it, and it's not
Absolutely.
about fitting. There are so many other things. You have to.
Hmm.
You're playing someone else's, say, brother or sister or daughter. Some
Hmm.
similarity, or casting is dependent on so many other factors. Not only
Hmm.
talent is just a small, you know, part of it. There are
Hmm.
that come into play. If we take all that rejection personally, uh,
Hmm.
we'll do, and even I have taken, that personally, or we feel like maybe we are not good enough. But
Hmm.
as long as we are practicing our craft, day by day we are getting better. I think we need to believe in ourselves even more, and a lot of artists do that because I have seen so many people leave their homes, no contact with family, and they're staying in Mumbai, in other cities, whichever.
Hmm.
It takes a lot of courage. I would really encourage the parents and the family members, at least give them the moral support. If they cannot
Yeah.
financial support, just don't discourage them.
Hmm.
I mean, your child or your sister or your friend can be very talented but not successful. But
Hmm.
you have a support system. So if you don't support, then how can you expect them to? They are already fighting alone. So
Obviously.
please,
Hmm.
I want to say,
Mm-hmm. So, Amrita, since you are an insider of this field, like, so the stories, the kind of stories we hear every day, that for especially for females, it's a very like unsafe place, and there is like harassment which goes on regular basis. Are these the real things, or like this is just a small part of the big picture? Actually, it's a better place, but negativity gets highlighted more. What is your experience into that?
I have worked in different industries. I've worked in India. I have worked in different cities of India. I've lived. So, from my experience, any harassment, any abuse, whether physical, sexual, emotional, it can happen it can
Hmm.
happen in people's homes also. Like, if you look at the abuse cases,
Hmm.
uh, people get abused in either in their homes or at their workplace. Like, because
Yeah.
random people can't come and
Hmm.
abuse. So,
Yes.
so and
True.
a lot of times they're not aware, especially for emotional abuse, where no scars or nobody is seeing someone. People are not aware that it is happening because our culture is like women are,
Hmm.
brought up in a way. There's a lot of conditioning that acts as sort of,
Hmm.
and I think, see, since film industry is such a glamorous place, the focus is always there. So of course it's there. I will not say it is like totally nothing happens. I won't say that. I have had my share of experiences, but I think it exists in every industry, and whenever it happens, and news never happens when like in public, it will not happen. The people who abuse, they know we will not have any consequence or very less consequence. They have the power, whatever kind of abuse. That's why they do. So, and I have seen this myself. Like, one of my friend, she got harassed by someone, and that person tried to help me. Also said, I'm going to complain about this
Hmm.
person. Although I was not the major, since I knew that person is lying,
Yes.
I told my friend, let's go, and because we knew the authorities there, and she
Hmm.
don't want to, they will ask me such questions. I will feel embarrassed. I'm like, that person should be arrested. Why? A
Hmm. Why are you? Yes.
lot of people don't speak up, and what happened is, she didn't speak up. I'm not blaming her for that, but I'm just saying this.
Hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
Uh, then the people, maybe today they are abusing this much. Then they gain the confidence. Then they gain the power also, since they are maybe someone's assistant at that point, up
Hmm.
the ladders of success, and you know they may change also. I don't know.
Hmm.
Change, it's a scary thing. More people.
Yeah.
Uh, So I'm urging people to speak up. You know, it's sometimes we think if I speak up, my work will go. I'll be out of this. But
Yes.
think the reverse can also happen if
Mhm.
you really want to work in that toxic workplace for a little bit of fame where not so that's
Absolutely. So, Amrita, you are doing such wonderful work, and of course, as you mentioned, that other than this, field of competitiveness, this mental trauma, emotional upheavals which we go through, and you're trying to help people in that. That's a wonderful thing. And how can people connect with you? Like, if they want to be a part of any of your like training program or anything, how can they connect with you?
sure. So both on Facebook and Instagram, I am personally available as Amrita Roy. You can DM me or you can reach to my company pages, Green Note Films and IMTHEI. Both of them are on Instagram. So you can DM us in Instagram, on Facebook. Personally, me also. You can comment once this goes live. So to help you in any way.
That's wonderful. So, thank you so much, Amrita, for joining us today. And it was like very nice talking to you. Uh, from your talk, it's clear that you want to help the other person from your heart. It's not something that you are speaking just for the sake of speaking, but you actually feel that. You are a very emotional person. I can judge that. And that's why you are very worried about the mental health of people, and it's a wonderful thing. See, in India we were not talking at all about it. It was a kind of taboo to talk on, but during COVID we have understood this thing, and people like you who are actually in reality at ground level helping others in this regard, so you really you really deserve an applaud. Thank you so much, Amrita. I congratulate you for your wonderful work, and wish you luck for your future endeavors.
Thank you, Rupinder. It's been a pleasure and honor, as I said, interacting with you. And thank you, Work TV, for again giving this for spreading some awareness and some love. Thank you, Rupinder. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Goodbye, Amrita.